you have to ship a physical product. So no problem. So I thought, this is shipping a product. Some nice lady comes and they bring it to your door and it's easy. But they say, okay, well, we have more complicated things. So if you want to ship an iPad, that's going to cost a little more because you got to package up the iPad. So there's some extra things. Okay, so if you're shipping this, that costs a little more. If you're shipping babies, that's obviously going to cost a little bit more. So you have all these things that have different shipping costs. And then they say, well, also, by the way, it depends on where you're shipping it. So that's also going to cost you a little bit more money depending on where you're shipping it. And then they say, well, then we have inventory, right? You don't want to sell things that are out of stock. So then you have to deal with inventory. So, okay, so now we have all these shippings, the different costs. The cost of shipping depends on what you're shipping, where you're shipping it to. You have inventory you have to track. Then you have the tax man. So there are some new laws coming through, but as it is now, if you have a physical presence in a state, you have to pay the sales tax for that state. So the people that I'm working for now, they have physical presence in about 13 states. So I have to deal with different taxes for different states. There are some laws coming through that will make it the same for everybody, which means you might have to pay sales tax for every state that you are selling to. Right, so, and here's an example of what tax can look like. So this is just at the state level. You can get even more granular at city levels and stuff like that. But yeah, so you have all that to go on there. And then they say, well, what about return? So you ship something, maybe something doesn't go right, people need to return it. You have to deal with that. All right, right, so you have to create a request merchandise authorization, or a return merchandise authorization, you know. So if someone says, I don't like this, you create an RMA, you get a number, they put this number in their package, they send it back. You then have to refund them their money from their credit card they charge it to. And then